The International Criminal Court has issued an arrest warrants for Israel's Prime Minister and former Defence Secretary. The court alleges Benjamin Netanyahu and Yoav Gallant committed war crimes and crimes against humanity stemming from the Israel-Gaza conflict. Alistair Bunkall filed this update from Jerusalem.
There's been very angry reaction in Israel from both sides of the political divide, but particularly from Netanyahu's office that has described this decision by the International Criminal Court as anti-Semitic and absurd. Yoav Gallant, the other Israeli official who has been issued with an arrest warrant, has also criticised it and defended his actions and leadership as defence minister during this war. He's no longer, I should note, the defence minister. He was sacked by Netanyahu about 2 weeks ago. There's also been criticism from the United States, a close ally, as we know, of Israel. The State Department has said that it has concerns over this, and some close allies of the incoming President Donald Trump, including the man selected to be his national security advisor, have been very critical indeed. Some of them even suggesting that the US should start looking at sanctions against members of the International Criminal Court. But these are very, very serious accusations indeed. Let me just read out 3 of them against Netanyahu and Gallant. They include the war crime of starvation as a method of warfare, the crimes against humanity of murder, persecution, and other inhumane acts, and the war crime of intentionally directing attacks against the civilian population. So, what does it practically mean? Well, it means that if either Netanyahu or Gallant travel to any of the countries that are signatories of the ICC, that's 124 countries around the world, including most of the EU and the United Kingdom, then they could face arrest upon landing in those countries. So their travel will be severely restricted. The French Foreign Ministry have already said they would comply with the ICC's decision. The British government seems to be a bit confused in its position at the moment, but broadly is saying that it respects the integrity and independence of the ICC, and whilst it defends Israel's right to defend itself, it must do so within international law. So this is a very tricky position for Benjamin Netanyahu. It'll be very interesting to see how Israel's allies, like Britain, that can continue to do business with the Israeli government. It's the first time that a Western leader has been issued with an arrest warrant by the ICC. Israelis are defending the country. Whatever happens, whether or not Netanyahu and Gallant ever do face trial, this will be a part of their legacy. And although the two are now political enemies, really, they will be bound by this label that will forever hang over them.